What a perfect time of the year to unwrap a new Jaguar game. I am the Game Collector, and this is Second Opinion Games, and today I do the review of Fast Food 64 holiday snacks for the Atari Jaguar.
Second Opinion Games.
Okay, here's my box of Fast Food 64 holiday snacks for the Atari Jaguar. And it looks professionally done and very well made, but that's enough of that. Let's take a look at the manual. You'll also see full color, and it looks beautiful, but there's only a few pages here. Okay, enough of that. There's, of course, the box, and we'll forget about that. Here's the overlay, and it shows you how to play the game, and not much really else there. And here's my beautiful see-through cartridge, and it looks amazing. Okay, thanks. Fine. Wave 1 Games brings us a special holiday edition of Fast Food 64. If you don't remember the original version too much, I'll have a link at the very end of this video for that. And when you start up this game, you'll notice that it looks very festive. Now, there are 3 games on this list instead of 4, and we'll start with number 3 first. It's the Santa's Cookies bonus game. And you have a glass of milk, and you have to move it back and forth collecting cookies. Now, one of the things you may notice in this is the fireplace, and you'll see how there is a Sony PlayStation burning really badly. Also, there is the Motocross 3D, which is an Atari Jaguar game, and Highlander CD. And the one in the middle, I don't quite know what that is. Now, the cookies come down really fast, and eventually they'll start coming down extra fast, and you just have to collect them. This game feels kind of cheap. It's all up against the RGB gods here, whether or not you get the high score, because if the cookies come down on the very ends, well, chances are you're going to lose a life. Or if the cookies come down at the exact same time, or are hurtling really fast, well, you're not going to be able to collect them, and eventually you're going to lose no matter what. There is no beating this game. You're just going to play until you drop off your cookies, and that's it. Okay. So if you go into the second game on here with the number 2 button, it's 100% poultry mode. You play as a set of teeth just trying to eat some turkey in a beautiful Christmas laid out fashion. Now you have to avoid everything else on the screen, except for the snowflakes. They're actually part of the background. Now you will see a little guy falling down with a yellow shirt. That is a little bit of an Atari Jaguar Easter egg. He is a bit of a mascot for the reboot team that makes new games for the Jag. They're in no way connected to Wave 1 Games, so it's a kind of weird that they have this Easter egg in here. Now, if you look down at that beautiful overlay, you'll notice that the 7, 8, and 9 button changes the sprite of your character. Also, if you have the Pro Controller, it's the Z, Y, and X button, so you could actually change back and forth between lips, or the standard teeth that you start off the game with, or the Atari 2600 mode teeth. Honestly, I just recommend not changing the character at all, because that's where your best odds are. There's different attributes for the different characters. One moves slower, one moves faster, but medium is always best. Also, a little Easter egg that I found on this: if you hold the pause button down, it goes into slow motion, so if you're not as good at playing this game, you could slow things down a bit and eventually get the high score doing that. And finally, we go into the Holiday Special Arcade mode. This is supposedly the meat and potatoes of this entire game. All you have to do is avoid the dreaded purple pickle with the little bow on it. Now, there will be some power-ups that float by as you play this game, whether it be the freeze to freeze everything on the screen, or another one that makes your character shrink down, and even another one that causes a weird-looking glitch doppelganger of yourself on the screen that sort of mirrors everything you do. There's also some extra moves you could do this time around. The A button lets you teleport all around the screen. It's not very useful because you can't control where you're teleporting to. The B button makes the words doggy style appear on screen. How classy is that? And you do a little bit of a backflip, but it's not really super useful. But the C button is the most useful, and that does a quick dash forward. And if you're next to a purple pickle and you press that button, you'll move forward right past it without eating it, so it comes in handy very late in the game where you just try to hover at the very top of the screen because the bottom has stuff moving so fast. Well, you're just trying to avoid it. So just kind of hold still and press the C button when it's appropriate to dodge that purple pickle. Also, pressing pause and that slow-mo glitch still works for this mode as well. Now, when you're playing the game, you might notice quite a few glitches across all the different modes. You'll notice the game speeding up and slowing down at random, and even the music doing the same, so you know it's a glitch and not fully part of the game. However, if you're used to looking past all these different glitches and minor imperfections with Jaguar games, well, you're probably still gonna at least moderately like this one, just like I do, and I do see how it's perfect to play for the holidays. But that's just my opinion. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this unexpected Christmas review, so please make sure you have a safe and Merry Christmas and Happy Festivus for the rest of us. And until later, I'll see you again, guys.